Oh snap. I'm on mute. Didn't even know I was on mute. I don't know what's going on. Why they got your boy muted with the show starting off? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skywalker Jedi back at y'all with another one, right? So happy to be here. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate you. Got much love for you, and thank you guys for being here, right? Much love to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, the Mikey Verse, the Syndicate Network. Yo, it's all one family, one umbrella, and we got love for y'all, and we love you guys. Uh, much love, much love, much love. Now, with that being stated, talking about the Cool Table family, right? We got the homie, the good Austin in the building. What's going on, Austin? How you feeling, bro?
What's good, homie? I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I was literally just about to respond to everybody in the chat, but let me just say hi to everyone now. What's good, chat? Much love to everybody who's already here. Already full of people in the chat, dude. It's crazy. As soon as you see the stream start, it's just piling up. So shout out to everyone who's here. I'm feeling good tonight, man. I'm ready to rip. I'm ready to hear what's been on your mind because you've been saying, yo, you've been ready for tonight. So I'm like, all right, that's why I DM'd you. I'm like, yo, what do you need? What do you need? Let me know what you need
Yo,
for a thumb, bro.
man, I've been look, it's about to get a little wacky in here tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot on my mind, and we gonna get to it because I see what's happening right now, man. Like, and we got to talk about it. And I'm just glad that I look. I'll get to that in 1 second, right? But look, first and foremost, thanks for being here, bro. Much love. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you guys might see some other cool table members stopping by. You never know, right? You
Depends on
never,
how late we're up, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Oh no, for sure, right? But yeah, because we know one likes being fashionably late. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, I'm here to talk about some Rebel Moon tonight, y'all. Man,
So good, dude.
it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I see what's about to happen. I see what's going on, man. And what's wild is, Austin, is that it didn't really hit me until recently. Like, honestly, um, like the really when the trailer came out and I started thinking about everything that this movie has going up against it in terms of like the stuff that people don't really know about, right? The behind the scenes stuff, bro. And
Yeah.
like it just hit me. I, I was like, yo, man, this movie is about to like really set the world on fire. And I think that that's why we're in this position that we're in, where we're seeing this shift. Because you guys heard it here first, right? Before this film comes out, you're gonna start seeing more and more of these media outlets start to ramp up kind of like negative information about Rebel Moon. Like I'm telling you, it's coming. Like all the signs are there, Austin. Like
Yep.
the foundation is being laid, right? And we're gonna get to it, right? And I saw somebody saying, "Yo, like, what's been going on?" We about to talk about what's been going on.
Yeah,
You
I was gonna
know
say,
what I'm
I
saying?
actually when you mentioned that, I myself have been I saw one particular story that was out there, and just the way it was worded, I'm like, okay, here we go with the slander already. But yeah, let's get into
Right?
it, bro. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into this, right? Because first I tried to be cool and cordial, right? Because I did say like, hey, it was dope seeing, you know, Zach being interviewed on like IGN because it is like a big platform and everything, right? But something like really did bother me, bro. And I think it's just a dichotomy of what's been happening this entire time where, you just had these outlets that for so long, bro, like ever since released the Snyder Cut, because some of us have been here that long, right? So we remember what all these sites were saying and what they were doing and how they were conducting themselves throughout this entire time, right? Like we don't have short memories, right? We remember exactly who said what and who did what,
I was gonna say, we
right?
remember the reporters.
Right? Exactly. And I vividly recall, like not being able to tune into a platform like IGN and just hear like some random Zack Snyder slander, even when the topic may not even have nothing. It could be like a Daily Fix video, and it was just throw in a joke about the Snyder cut and the fan base, and it's like, yeah, what the hell is going on, right? Like, I can't even
like, what
find out about, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And don't get me started when they started like, putting out like their actual like movie content with their panels and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh my God. It's like every time that they had a camera on, there was some Zack Snyder slander going around, right? So we remember these things, right? Like back when Collider was really big and they was doing what they was doing, right, with their panels and their panel members and their guests and stuff, where constant just jokes about, you know what I'm saying, the Snyder cut, the fan base, right, like all that stuff. Right, and yeah, all the time, bro.
All the
right?
time.
So
I had to unfollow and unsubscribe to IGN and like all my social medias because of that very reason. I was just happy all day, like, oh, cool, this new game came out that I want to see, and they're talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, but not like, and then just insert random Zack Snyder fan slander, and you're like, what was that for?
Right, exactly. Came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of came out of nowhere,
the perfect segue.
This just happened, right? The homie Necron's here.
I have been summoned.
I'll make us a new one so they can see the top. But yeah, dude, let's go, Necron. How you feeling, dog?
Dude, I watched that video. Sky was telling me about it. You know, at first it's like it's okay, but then like, well, you know, because he got it from this, and then he got it from that, and then you know he got it from this. I was like, man, so you're basically saying this is unoriginal.
Pretty much. But hold up. We ain't even got there yet, bro.
Oh, okay. I thought I was late.
I ain't even got that. I ain't even got to. No, I was almost there because we were talking about IGN specifically, and I was just about to get to that, right?
Yeah, okay.
Where you know, yes, it was cool seeing him being interviewed and be on these platforms and stuff, but right, we already had the interview with Damon Hatfield where he was talking with Zach. You know, I mean, hey. No shade to Damien. It was just like a bit of a dry interview, but
yeah, no controversy.
I think it was dry because Damien was one of those people, like, you know what I'm saying, making Snyder Cut fan jokes, bro. So it's like, I'm pretty sure that had to be awkward for him too, right? So you got him interviewing Zack Snyder, right, and Debbie. Right. But then just like not even just after that, they put out this video. And not only does it where they're talking about the influences of Rebel Moon, and then they got the question like too many influences on the thumbnail. And I'm like, yo, like, are you kidding me, bro? Right. Are we back with the clickbait the thumbnails when it comes to the Snyder fandom? Right. Yeah, and then you watch the video, and then yeah, like towards the end of the video, it seems as if like they're low key trying to like insinuate that like, hey, you know, this movie ain't really that original, and it's like, yo, man, like this is wild. Like we're still at the same stuff we've been doing this entire like since the beginning of the release of Snyder Cut stuff. Right. And I'm telling you, I saw some damn internet article where they're literally making fun of the fact that Rebel Moon has a tie-in game. And it's like a snarky article. And I'm just like, yo, like, why is it?
I didn't see that one, dude. I didn't see that one.
I know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. No. They're literally like, just saying, hey, the fact that Rebel Moon has a tie-in game is a bad thing. Right? And I'm just like, yo, were we rushing out with articles saying that when they announced that the DCU was going to have all they tie-ins? I mean, everything was going to tie in. The comic books, the video games, and all that. I mean, was that
all connected?
Like, you know what I'm saying? What about that, right? It's like, yo, there's just there's always just these double standards, yo, and like we don't see this with any other director with this size fan base or any other great director in our time, like where their fan base is being consistently like triggered or trying to be clickbaited and stuff like online. Like, yo, it's really ridiculous, yo.
Yeah, it is. And think about it this way: I always look at that because we're a part of this fandom, obviously, so we experience it. I look at other fandoms, other directors' fandoms, and I try to gauge and compare. And the most recent one we've seen is Christopher Nolan with Oppenheimer, right? Imagine if Zack Snyder directed Oppenheimer and they came out at the same time. Do you think it would have been a symbiotic Barbenheimer if that was the case? It would have been a war. It would have been like Barbie versus Zack Snyder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't have been, oh, we're all friends. We're going to go watch your movie and you watch our movie and all that. No, it definitely would not have been like that. And I think about it all the time. As you say, it's like the double standard is wild. That it's just like it's a part of their zeitgeist now. It's like once you make fun of something and it's always the butt of the joke, and then for them that's always funny, right? And it's like, yo, that's not. You ever have someone like make an off-color joke and you're like, are you living in like 1950? What are you doing? What? That's not funny anymore. Like, you don't say that stuff anymore. But it's in the same vein. It's like, why are we still making fun of this fandom? Tell me any other fandom that's raised as much money as we have and done as much as we have. Like, I think the reason is, and I say this, I always have to bring a sports analogy into it because that's the place where I've been a fan the most. And being a New England Patriots fan for 20 plus years, I'm still a New England Patriots fan. But, being the winning team for 2 decades plus, when you're the best, everyone hates you. So we have to frame it that way too. I think we are the best fandom. So other people are all threatened by what we do and who we are, and they try and divide us.
Yo, I'm going really touch on that in 1 second. Let me get this super chat.
Yeah, what up?
Just so I can get Necron's face uncovered, right? We got the homie Castello's away with the $10 super chat saying Zach just changed the game for Netflix creators. 2 movies back to back, 4 months apart. Now I think ZSJL 2 and 3 filmed back to back and released in 2 parts each in 1 full year of DC content. Hashtag sell it. Oh my goodness. Shouts out to the homie Castillo. This is like one of the greatest super chats I think I've ever gotten. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me get a homie a drop worthy of a king's ransom, right? Because that is hold on, nah. Get this one right here.
For dark side. Not impressed.
Yo, shouts out to the homie Castello's way. And and I saw a couple people saying, yo, that it's been a lot of people being positive with the trailer. There's a lot of of the fan base that is happy, yes. But I'm telling you guys what's about, look, I'm gonna be here regardless. So if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, right? If it don't ramp up, it don't. But I don't think I'm wrong on this, yo, because I see it slowly turning, yo. I'm seeing those same things that was happening during release the Snyder Cut, and this is why I think that this is happening with this film. Is I was speaking earlier towards it has lot going against it, yo. Look, you got WBD, and obviously what's going on over there with certain people not wanting Zack to have the upper hand or to look like he is a competent filmmaker, right? Because obviously, right, that would make the choice for getting rid of him and his cast. It would make that choice it would make that choice look even worse, right? So, on that aspect, you have certain people that do not want this movie to succeed, that are in a very high level over at that entity. And then you look over at Disney, right? Who, like, why would they want this film to be thriving? Right, like they literally, you know what I'm saying, are trying to. I mean, they are making movies in the same, like in the exact same space. And as I said before the other night, if you think that they did not have this movie on their radar, look no further than them moving up the release date of Ahsoka. That lets you know right then and there that they had their eyes on this project. Absolutely so. So, with that being said, you have like two very large entities, right, that are kind of in the same boat where it doesn't really look great on either of them if this movie is successful. So that's why, y'all can think I'm wrong if you want to, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already seeing, when I saw that article pretty much making fun of the fact that he has a video game tie-in, I was like, oh, come on now. Like, and it wasn't just a headline. I actually read the article like an adult, right? Like, I clicked on it and I read it, and oh yeah, snark at 100, right?
That's crazy.
For no reason. For no reason other than, another game tried this before and it didn't work out. Like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. Did you do your research and look into other games that have done it well? When I hear movie tie-in game, I immediately think back to Spider-Man 2000.
Spider-Man.
Dude,
Right?
that was
Exactly.
the sickest. Are you kidding me? That was so sick. And it is
swinging through the city. That was cool,
right,
man. Yeah,
dude. And the story was going right along too. Like, they wanted to do the lizard in his world, like he exists in the video game because it's a movie tie-in, like. But I think it's hilarious to downplay that. Like, and again, when you're making fun of things that people are doing like that, it's just because their movie isn't doing it. You know what I mean? Like, how much opportunity did Marvel have in their hands to make these movie tie-ins, but instead they made like an offshoot. Like, their games don't tie in at all with the actual, like, maybe they might follow like certain things, but they're not the same actors. They don't look the same. Like,
Yeah.
they're all completely different.
The Spider-Man games on PlayStation are in a completely different continuity.
I'm talking about I'm talking like Avengers, like the they had a Guardians game that recently came out.
Those are in a completely different continuity as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely right. Especially Guardians.
How much
bigger Guardians.
How much bigger do you think those games would have been if they were tie-ins?
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
We went along with what was going on.
And so you could say whatever you want. I think a big part of it too is what's the quality of the movie. Like, if it doesn't matter, if no one cares about the movie, no one's gonna want to go play the video game. Dude. So that's a big factor. And this movie's gonna be sick. We're gonna want to go choose our own rebels.
Zack Snyder is not gonna sign off on something that isn't fire. So
exactly.
His movies look great. The game's gonna look great. The game's gonna be great. He's not gonna let it, have his first video game tie-in with his, IP. Let's be real. This is Netflix's IP. They want to make a smash with this. Look at it. It looks, this looks better than anything that's coming out in the theater.
Bro, I literally read an entire article that was pretty much just, you could sum it up by saying, hey, this other game tried this and failed, so why should Zack Snyder even try this? That's pretty much what the shit said.
So ridiculous, dude. But
the answer is in your own question, fool. Because it's Zack Snyder. That's why it's not gonna fail, dude. It's
right.
He doesn't. Why would you even ask that question? These people still ain't learned, Sky, the power of Zack's fandom.
No, right? Hey, they gonna find out soon.
Or Netflix, for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Netflix ain't some joke.
Oh yeah. You know what? Great point, because I want to segue into something. That's also another angle, right? You have the Netflix angle, right? I mean, look, guys, Netflix, they're disruptors.
Yeah.
Like, they disrupted the system, right? If you look at what they're doing, they're really the people that are giving all the auteurs like pretty much carte blanche to make whatever they want to make, right? Or they were the first ones to do it at like a major level, right? Like with Martin Scorsese, right? When studios had kind of turned their back on those kind of things, right? And we're pretty much like only greenlighting sequels and superhero movies, right? So when theaters and these big studios were like, kind of turning their back at some of these auteurs, right? A lot of them went to Netflix, right? And they have a completely different model as to how they make their money, right? And
they seem to get paid better, dude. I don't know.
And if you really look at it, there seems to be, this back and forth because of the fact that it's like, hey, what they're doing is really almost like to the polar opposite of what these studios are doing. And they're taking risks. They're letting people be creative, right? I mean, they've been putting out some bangers, yo. Like, Heart of Stone, They Clone Tyrone, which is a fantastic movie. That is a fantastic movie, right? You had The Harder They Fall a year or two before that, right? Like, they have all these. I mean, and that's just off the top of my head.
Both Extraction.
I was just going to say Extraction.
We're going to be watching Extraction 2 pretty soon, right?
The Ryan Reynolds movie, the Adam movie, where he goes back and sees himself as a kid.
The Adam Project.
That was amazing.
Right?
Six Underground, I think, is the other one that he's in. Red Notice, both Extractions. Did I say that?
We didn't even bring up the cultural phenomenon, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Right? We're talking about. They had the hit
phenomenon, dude.
Oh snap! We got Peely in the chat.
What up,
Peely, man? Let me know if you want to come on stream. You know what I'm saying? You already know. As soon as Peely step in the chat, he be getting invited on camera.
Pop through the door and just said squad. Like,
Nice.
Okay, what up, homie?
But right. It's just one of these things where while other studios are having to delay movies and stuff like that, right? One of my most anticipated movies of the year just got moved out of its spot, right? Dune 2, right? I've been super looking forward to that movie. Now that's coming out in 2024, right?
Shit. Yeah, I was looking forward to that too.
That's coming out in 2024. And while that's happening, right? Rebel Moon ain't moving.
Nope.
Right? They Clone Tyrone came out, right? Like, they're dropping stuff and got stuff to continue to drop throughout this whole thing, right? I mean, they're obviously going to need more content, pretty soon. But in terms of like their releases, they're not pushing stuff back, yo.
No.
they're on track. They're announcing their movies and sticking with them.
And they have other.
Oh,
what up, King George?
Right, we got the homie King George and IGN knows absolutely nothing about fandoms. The same outlet that gave Cyberpunk a 9 out of 10. Last year's Madden getting a 7 out of 10. Birds of Prey an 8 out of 10. You know,
Yikes.
hey, look, leave Cyberpunk out of this, bro. But anyway,
I mean, when it first came out.
Hey, but hey, if you had a Series X, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't experiencing a lot of that.
Bro, if you had a PC, yeah, if you had a better working machine, it worked worse somehow.
Hey, my Xbox Series X, bro. I had a few like little glitches, but it was nothing. Like, I never had anything that major. Never. Real talk.
I saw some of the best streamers with like the highest end machines, and they're just driving.
Yeah, but that's PC, bro.
So I'm saying they should work better on a better machine, you would think, but I guess whatever.
Man. That's why you got to go consoles, bro. I've been trying to tell people consoles are better, right? But anyway,
they don't get all that other stuff that slows them down on them, you know.
Exactly, bro. Like, bro, I don't mean to do
strictly gaming, man.
Bro,
for the most part.
Just get a good PC. Just get a good PC. That's all you gotta do. But anyways, continue.
That's just dedicated to gaming.
Dude.
You can't do another thing.
Mine's gaming, edited, streaming. I do everything on mine, bro.
Yeah, but
let me turn off my camera.
Anyway, right. Let me get a homie King George to drop real quick. Hey, real quick, I see all y'all talking about PS5 in the chat. Hey, it got confirmed to me that Zach is team Xbox. You know what I'm saying? They asked Zach what games should be turned into movies. He said Gears of War and Halo. Bro, I almost shed a tear, bro. Like, I was like, yo, not only is Zach team Xbox, but my dog really named my top 2 franchises, bro, ever. When he said what should be made into a movie, he said Gears of War and Halo. Anyway, and that's just a side note. But back to what I've been hearing, yo, because we got off on like a little gaming console rant, right? But
Zach was drinking.
He said Zach was drinking. Nah. Hey, when Zach do that Gears of War movie, right? Because Netflix got the rights to that, right?
Oh,
yeah, they do. They do, and they're already working on a script apparently. And,
right.
And Dave
Zach says he wants to make one.
Already working.
And Dave, right? He said Metal Gear Solid better. No, yeah, that's my internal. Yeah, look, it's more iconic. That's my third favorite, but Halo and Gears was like, yo, man, that was really it. But Solid Snake is iconic.
Kratos, yeah. Kratos is the
100%.
That's what's up. But anyways, continue. We got Rebel Moon game is gonna be sick. That's all we're basically saying.
Right.
No matter what it's on. If it's on Xbox, PS4, mobile, PC, it's gonna be sick.
He said all roads lead to Netflix. Right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I think that there's like a few different entities there that really wouldn't be upset if this movie like flopped. Right?
No, yeah, exactly. They wouldn't, but
it would serve their interests very well.
That's their point. They want to, but they don't understand how that works. Like you can't the box office like narrative doesn't work. Whatever happens in the box office for what Netflix does is just like extra money. It's like a tip Dude, they're worried about is streaming numbers.
Hey, I bet you it's gonna make more than all these other stuff that they didn't put in theaters on these limited damn releases. I bet you that's for sure.
Dude, and think about this: if you go see it in the theaters and you're like, "Well, I want to watch that again," but I don't want to go to the movie theaters again because it's on Netflix. Oh man, I gotta get a Netflix account. Well, shit, if I get a Netflix account, I get that, and then I get all this other stuff. I'm gonna just let me get a Netflix account. Screw it. How many people do you think are gonna just get Netflix just because of this movie? On top of that, and going to see it in the movie theaters,
Right?
like it makes sense,
Yeah.
and it's all roads lead to Netflix, as he said.
Like if you had only enough money to get one streamer, and which a lot of people are in that boat right now, you know which one people are going to get. It's going to be Netflix. It's your best bang for the buck, man. And that's what America's about. Your best bang for the buck. So Netflix is where you're going to go, man.
Yep.
Oh my God, y'all. Speaking of Netflix, you know what? I don't even know if you guys knew about this, but I'm about to fuck y'all up right now. Y'all know what I saw this morning? Guess what's on Netflix now?
Oh shit.
Do you guys know?
No.
No, I haven't been on Netflix.
No, they have a new show that is coming to Netflix.
I didn't see it.
Band of Brothers,
Oh.
which was a HBO original.
Yo.
A mega profit for HBO. Yep.
One of the biggest, one of the probably most expensive IPs that they have.
Yeah.
Netflix don't got no money, right?
Hey, Band of Brothers and the sister show, The Pacific, is coming to Netflix.
Yo.
So that is two more WBD owned right IPs or shows that is going to Netflix.
That's sick. That's one of my favorite series of all time.
Band of Brothers is great,
spoiler alert, when Leon and I get to do our veteran movie watch along podcast, that's going to be one of the projects that we're going to watch.
That's gotta be.
Band of Brothers, absolutely. So yeah, y'all. I just wanted to give you guys that little side note of information because I was going to drop that on night shift, but yeah, we're not doing night shift tonight. So I saw that and I was just cheesing from ear to ear.
You know what the best part is? I don't think it says like HBO original and any of the cards either. It just says like, oh, new to Netflix. It might say it when you play it, but it doesn't. Because I think when you play it does like the HBO intro, but before that, like it's just there on Netflix. It's just a card on Netflix. Ballers or Band of Brothers. That's freaking sick. I'm gonna tell my brother that. Even because like me and him used to watch that. He had like the box set on Blu-ray, and that was like when Blu-ray first came out, and then he's like, yo, you gotta see the quality of this. I was just in his room just to see. I'm like, what are we watching right now? He's like, oh yeah, this is pretty crazy, right? I'm like, oh my God, this is. I half think Band of Brothers is what like helped my brother join the army. Man. I half think that, dude.
Yo, Peely said, America. Peely, wait till y'all see the intro for Leon and I's War Vet podcast, yo. We was talking about that shit the other day. That's going, Peely, you're gonna love that shit.
That's sick.
Oh my God, Peely's gonna love it, yo.
There's so many to go through, dude. There's so many great movies.
He said it's the cool ship tonight.
Cool ship.
But yeah, it's like I just think that we're in this position now where you have a few different things going on, right? You have certain, and you're even seeing it with certain like smaller outlets, right? Like I was on the phone earlier and I was just kind of running through everybody that's been kind of acting funny in the fandom, right? While I was talking to Leon, and he was just laughing because I was like, "Yo, like you really see it now. Like you're seeing it. You're seeing like people that was quote unquote like in the fandom and stuff and prevalent in the fandom, and they're like just straight up just turning on and you just straight shilling for certain outlets, and it's just like, yo, like this is wild, right?
Yeah, I had to look up something earlier because of that, and I was like, and I'm not gonna. All I'm gonna say is what I'm gonna say, and you guys, this would mainly be for the people who know, but I had to look up what Beekeeper was like owned by, what that movie by David Ayer was owned by, and it's a Miramax production, which is owned by Paramount. So it might be a good idea for someone who's an employee of Paramount to kind of talk crap or not so greatly about a Netflix project, don't you think? In the best interest. So,
Right.
I was like, oh, I find that interesting. I just had to mention that to the boys. Because you're always going to look at that stuff,
Look, and then you got other ones that have been accused of stalking and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they flipping on Zack Snyder, and I'm just like, yo, it's wild, man. Like it's a wild time. Like I remember back when we used to all be like just fans and trying to campaign, but it's like, nah, you got, and whenever you see that stuff start happening, that's when my antennas are raised because it's like, like why is all this happening at the same time, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a coordinated effort. Even if like, and it's so funny. It makes me think about like the old Cold War sleeper agents. Like they were just existing in certain parts of the world, and all they would have to hear is like a certain phrase, and they would just like activate. And that's kind of like what they all do, you know what I'm saying?
Manchurian candidates.
Oh, we're talking bad about Rebel Moon now? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all kind of just, like, flip their antennas and one by one just go ahead and do it. And it's like, oh, my God. Like, to the average person, you might think, like, oh, wow, a lot of people really don't like Rebel Moon, huh? But I think now, thankfully, because not only – what's going on for us fans, but in general with like pop culture and I guess mainstream media, like everyone does kind of like, all right, well, where did this come from? And they're like, all right, well, this can't really be like the truth. And like you can only take it for a very small grain of salt. And so I'm thankful for that, where
can't be the truth.
The media doesn't have the absolute grip over everyone like it used to, but it still has an influence, and we have to acknowledge it.
Yeah. And it can be super subtle, like something in a thumbnail.
Yes.
That's asking a certain question that makes something look funny. And it's like, why would you even say that? And then you watch the video and then it's like you see, oh, okay, that's why. You're right. Because it's like it puts you into that mindset going into the video, like, oh, is there too many influences in this movie? And then they go in there and then they're just naming all this stuff, and then it's just like, oh yeah, see, it seems like it's probably overstuffed, right? Like it's just
kind of like a Superman legacy movie that's coming out,
right? Well, look, we got the homie King George with the $2 super chat saying Goat Fleck as Dom # Gears of War movie. Hey, that would be crazy, yo. Yeah, honestly, I don't know about him being Dom, though, man.
I kind of would dig the voice actor. Have you ever seen the voice actor for Kratos? He's pretty freaking jacked, dude. He's pretty jacked. And like obviously he sounds like Kratos, so it's hard to recreate that body, dude. He's the God of War. I don't know.
Wait, what, bro? He talking about Gears of War, bro. Dom is in Gears of War, bro.
I was lost, bro. I was like,
God of War, dude.
Kratos.
God of War, dude. Just say
Gears of War, bro.
God,
bro. Gears of War. What you mean?
God of War. You can't, nah, dude.
I was like,
bro, stop it, bro.
Gears of War? Am I tripping?
You call it.
Stop it, bro.
It's Gears. That's what I know it as, dude. Gears, not
Bro.
Gears of, not GOW. GOW is God of War.
Bro, it's been Gears of War this whole time since the first game, bro.
Well, I know it's called Gears of War, but people don't say
We're talking about
the acronym. They don't spell that out. They spell Gears.
Spoken like a true PlayStation. Hey, on this Xbox side, GOW mean Gears of War. Hey,
you're right, man. You're right.
Xbox,
I didn't
bro.
read it, bro. I didn't read it. Yeah, see, also God of War. I ain't the only one.
Nah,
I ain't the only one.
That's because y'all team
PS.
I
grew up different, bro.
else.
I like to play, games with a little bit more story, and I didn't want to have to
Stop it, bro.
And I actually didn't have a good.
Bro.
Listen, I didn't have the privilege of having internet, so I wasn't able to play Halo and all these games with other people. So there's no point of me having an Xbox. So I can only play one-player games.
Bro, the first one you didn't even see, bro. Just stop. Just stop, bro. Just stop, bro.
Were you playing that Sega or Activision or something?
Right? Like, bro, come on, man. Like, first of all, you didn't need internet for the first Halo, bro. That was all like in person in LAN parties, bro.
I do have a first Xbox, and that's true. You didn't need internet.
I still played it. I just didn't have a fucking Xbox, dude. And I didn't care about Halo like that.
And I've owned every PlayStation.
I would go to my friend's house and play Halo, but it wasn't like, Halo is the shit. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home and play Assassin's Creed now.
Yeah. See, and oh my God. See, just
anyway.
Right. Anyway, bro, let me get a homie King George's drop, right, real quick.
You should get dressed.
I'm always dressed.
Guess what, Austin? Now you're going to have a novel with you and Skywalker going to war in it next. So,
right.
Welcome to the club.
Right. Facts, bro. 100%.
Just having a regular conversation. Oh my God! Yeah. Y'all really don't listen to us talk, do you?
Right. Oh my! Look, y'all tripping, man. I'm about to see y'all about to turn this stream into something else. People ain't talking about Halo is man.
We gotta be on track, bro. This ain't the game.
I'm literally about to I'm about to.
Wow.
I'm about to hit a U-turn on this whole shit, bro. Bro,
you know what he's doing, bro. You know what he's doing.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying? But that's the homie though, right? But look, we're at a point now where I just truly think that you're gonna start seeing more of what has been happening within these past couple days. And I just wanted to kind of get that out there because I absolutely see it coming. And when it happens, I don't want nobody saying, well, why is this happening right now? And, why is everybody all of a sudden,
you know why?
Kind of ramping, talking about Snyder. And it's like, you already know what's up. The negative clickbaits and all that stuff.
Yeah. What do they have coming out, dude? Like, what do they have to be excited about? They're all worried about whatever they're going to be at. Like, what are we going to hold them over to? Now, Zack Snyder has made so much content for Netflix. He's going to have 2 movies and then another 2 movies after that and director's cuts. Like, what? And then he's going to have a game after that? Like, what the fuck?
They're scared of Netflix to be dominating. Yeah. With Zack Snyder.
That's why it makes a lot of sense. And I wanted to add, you said the few that you've seen. The other one that I saw was, of course, Zack Snyder, shot more for his director's cut. Of course, and it was like shitting on him for having a director's cut for this movie. It's like, and then they say his quote. It's like, yeah, it's exciting. I think like the fans who want to see more will see more. It's like, but if you don't want to, if you want the regular version, there it is. It's like why is that a bad thing? It never makes any in the world of content when all you want is more. I often get done with series that are 5 seasons long, and I'm like, shit, man, I wish there was another season. Like, fuck. I wish there was more movies, and especially with anything that Zack Snyder has done, it's very rare where we actually get a fucking sequel to it. So to have continued story, to have more to it, it's very exciting. It's very exciting for us fans. And that's what they care about. They don't care about the tabloids or what your opinion is if you don't like Zack Snyder. It doesn't matter what you guys think because you guys aren't gonna, buy a new Netflix subscription to watch the movie. It doesn't matter what you guys think. But yeah, I wanted to say that too. Is like now they're making fun of him having more director's cuts. It's like, all right, dude. Like that's what we love about Zack is that he's gonna give us more. So if that's something that you don't like about him, it's like par for the course. Is again, it brings me back to the Patriots keep winning. It's like, I hate Tom Brady and the Patriots. Like, why? Because he beat your team? Like, is that why? Is that why you hate him? It's like, okay, Zack Snyder's stuff looks better than your directors. Is that why you don't like him? That's how it feels.
Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Zach don't cheat though. That's all.
Right.
Don't get mad.
For no reason. For no reason.
Right. Yeah. When I saw the IGN thing, I was a little ticked off. I was like, man, like here we go with that. This whole clickbait shit again. But then when I saw the article making fun of him for having a tie-in game, pretty much. That's when I was like, yo, this is like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever read. Like literally just saying, hey, you shouldn't try something because this other company and these other creators and all them who are not you and who aren't auteur directors and all this stuff, they tried to do something and it didn't work out. So, you shouldn't be doing it. I was like, what the hell is this, man?
It doesn't, and it's again, Justin, to so many people to say this, it doesn't matter what you think about what somebody else is doing, and that shouldn't deter you away from an entire movie. In history, have Zack Snyder fans like the director cuts more?
Ooh.
Yes.
I actually have a point to that too.
Have we wanted would you take a 5-hour Snyder cut? Yes. Yeah. I think I'll answer that for you guys. Will we all watch a 5-hour Snyder cut? Yes. So it doesn't really matter if you're on the fence about seeing Rebel Moon, go see the shorter version. It's all about announcing what you have and saying this is what we have. Come get Netflix subscriptions. He's selling a product. That's the point of doing it. So it doesn't really matter what you think about someone's business acumen. He's doing an amazing job.
Right. And not only just that, but one, I think he said that it's gonna add about an hour total.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna probably so I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like, like the BVS situation where they took 30 minutes out of the movie or whatever, right? And you just do that twice, so maybe it's an extra hour. But not only just that, it's also like, why would we be tripping about a unrated cut being announced, right? Like it, he is giving us a version. This is a Christmas time released movie.
Yeah, I think we should rephrase it too. He's not giving us the PG-13 version. He's giving Netflix that version. He's giving us the unrated version.
Right. Yeah, but I just mean like, us just
in general,
in general, right? Like, this is a family, holiday. You're gonna have families there.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would be in good taste to be releasing like a big movie like this as R-rated that might have some of the stuff that Zach. I mean, look, y'all have seen Watchmen,
Oh,
right?
dude.
Y'all saw the director's cut versus the theatrical, right? And how much more raw and what I'm saying, the cleaver scene, like it's.
I was gonna say, have like 15 minutes of the extra director's cut is just gonna be the finishing of all the kills. Because in the PG-13, you'll like cut away from it, you know what I'm saying? But in the unrated, we're gonna get like the actual finishes, which is
more blood,
sick. Yeah, and it's the
violence,
thing, like I think it's amazing that that was the concept and that they specifically said, "Oh yeah, that's awesome. Let's do that. Let's make one that's accessible to families and to a wide audience, but then let's also cater to your fans and the people who are gonna do that as well."
But he also said too, it's a deeper dive, so it's
Yeah.
not just blood and guts. So if you really like the PG one, PG-13, whatever, you're gonna love this extended director's cut because he says it's a deeper dive into the movie as well, not just more blood and guts, which I know we're gonna get, but
yeah, I think also maybe people are just a lack of information. They didn't know that maybe there was a PG-13 and an unrated. Maybe they just thought it was coming out just R-rated, and they're like, "Whoa,"
Or even if the problem is with the timing of it, I think that the timing couldn't be better.
Right.
First of all, this was announced a few months back, but
it was.
How long has this movie been like in some form of production for, right? Like it's been quite a while.
2 or 3 years.
And
I was gonna say 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
And we didn't know that there was 2 versions coming.
No,
right?
No. They're just
so,
oh, here you go.
So it's
right.
Is the extended cut coming out like kind of right before the part 2 comes out? Does anybody know? Or
I would imagine it comes out in like January or something. They haven't announced.
I have no idea.
April, right? It'd be smart to kind of reach it a little bit before the next version.
Well, it'd be like an in between. You think it would be like an in between? Or hey, about this? How about with the release dates that we know are December 22nd and April 19th? The in between with that, you think would be 2/14, huh? It'd be a pretty good date to put out as director's cut for Zack Snyder on 2/14. And also think about those dates too. If you're any sense of business, that's the end of the quarter 4 and the beginning of quarter 2. So Netflix is really just bumping up their revenue. At the beginning of a quarter, they're starting out hot and they're ending the end of the year really hot. So I mean, good for them, dude. They're gonna be killing it. They're gonna be absolutely killing it.
Yeah. Yo, I mean, I'm just hearing more content, right? Like that's all that I'm hearing. And I don't think that this is going to be it can't, and I don't believe that this is even going to be a Batman versus Superman situation with like him being forced to kind of cut this thing. No, he's literally said like, "Hey, I split it into 2 different parts."
Yeah, and they let me.
And that this was my idea, and it's like, yo, I'm going to work it like this. And so as long as he's the one that's doing the cutting down and all that, yo, I'm more than fine with whatever's going on.
It sounds like to me that when that situation came about and the way that the executives talked about it as well from Netflix, especially the one, I forget what his name is, but he was kind of like, Zach came to him with it. It was like, yeah, so I just shot all of this stuff and it's too much for one movie. So 2 movies. And there he was kind of just like, yeah, all right.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Let's do it. Like, fuck, why not? Why not?
Zach got his dream job with Netflix.
Yeah.
No interference. They just back him as a filmmaker, give him the money to make his movies. And
Can you imagine being them as a company and having a director exclusively signed like that? Like they have like the first round draft pick, or I guess like they just picked them up on a free agency, the best like free agent sign of all time. did wrong by the previous organization. Everybody knew it, but they still did it. And then another organization, like a Peyton Manning. He's Peyton Manning right now, dude. He's like they should have stuck with him, dude. And he's about to take Netflix to the Super Bowl, I guess. In that analogy. And it's about to be multiple championships though, instead of just one. I think it's gonna be amazing in it. And I guess we heard it here first. I'm gonna predict that the director's cut for part 1 comes out on 2/14. I would not be surprised if that's the case. And maybe if the director's cut of part 2 comes out on the anniversary of Man of Steel.
Man, this movie about to be off the chain, yo.
Off the chain. Crazy.
It looks so good.
It looks massive.
I've shown that trailer to like several like general audience members too, and they think it looks fantastic. They don't know nothing about no Zack Snyder, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, this movie looks awesome. Exactly.
Yeah, it does, dude. You don't have
one of them ain't even know who Zack Snyder was, bro.
But don't know none of that stuff. And
don't know. Look, when I say don't know nothing about nothing, I mean that shit. Don't know nothing about nothing.
Guess what?
Just know that I got a YouTube channel.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that voice though, Anthony Hopkins though. When he starts the fucking trailer, you're like, oh, what is this? Let me just like you're immediately in. You're like, okay, what's going on? Yeah, what a phenomenal teaser. I can't believe it's just a teaser.
Maybe this is blasphemy, but it gave me that Odin voiceover vibes of the first Thor movie.
Okay, I hear that.
Very,
dude, I got more
majestic, like wow.
I got more Silence of the Lambs, dude.
Nah, look, if I had Odin. If I had to pick, I would say more Odin, but that dialogue, yo, at the end of that trailer when he says like, which one of you is ready to die for what they believe in? Oh my God. Like,
dude, it sounded, that's what I'm telling you. To me, it was
oh my God.
Oh yeah, and you saw the whole Justice League walk up and say, looking like, and I was like, yeah, this
bro. To me, like they are the Justice League Unlimited, like the rest of the like heroes that are about to join like the Justice League. All that band of people, and obviously Ray Fisher. No. It could be either one.
Have you been listening to the Night Shift? The Justice League is showing up apparently. Because
that's what I'm saying. Like I was look, but I know that if I'm thinking this, y'all, I'm not the only one that's thinking this, right? Yeah. Like I'm thinking. Like, what the hell is Gal Gadot gonna look like when she gets in this universe? What the hell is Henry Cavill gonna look like when he gets in this? Like, yo, people are gonna go fucking insane.
And that's the thing,
right?
It's so a big universe that they could be anywhere, they could be anything, dude.
That's
bro. But if I know that if a Rebel Moon trailer that has Gal Gadot in it is gonna set the fucking world on fire. You don't think all these other executives know that?
Right. Especially after
you don't think they're watching this movie, y'all? Like, come on, y'all. Y'all don't think that they're watching this movie like, yo.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna be watching.
Dude, Henry Cavill is an anti-hero. I can't wait to see it, dude. He's gonna be like Sherlock Holmes or like, I guess you guys are talking like Uncle. I hope, to me, this is like the future of like Cowboy Bebop. Like if the syndicate goes on to like become this masterful like motherland or whatever, mother country, and they oppress the entire galaxy, the mother world. Yeah, like I think it's such a cool blend between everything: sci-fi, western, adventure, team up, like. It's not. That's the thing. It's like you, as a creator, you're like, all right, what can I do? What do I do well, and what can I work on? And like, how do I do them both at the same time? And I feel like that's kind of like Zach got to this place where he's like, all right, like, what do I do well and what can I work on? And what do I want to do? What do I want to create? And like I feel like he got good at world building, and then he wanted to build a world where he could do anything inside of it. He didn't have to like he could make up his own tropes. He didn't have to play by any character Bible. He made up the Bible. And I think that's he can change the Bible. Actually, he doesn't have to deal with Superman fans who grew up with a Reeves version. He doesn't have to deal with Batman fans who want a solo movie of Batman before he interacts with Superman. Like he doesn't have to deal with any of that stuff. He can just make a dope character in a dope world and make up the entire reasoning for them existing and make it make sense. So I think that's like. I think he's made his own ultimate playground as a filmmaker. Now he can just say, yo, Affleck, you want to roll in this movie? Like, what do you want to be? And him and Affleck can just do whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do.
They're going to be able to drop project after project after project, yo.
Whole new IP and a whole
universe.
Yep, they can do whatever.
They can do Blood Axe spinoff show.
Bro, they're going to have
Gal Gadot spinoffs, Cavill spinoffs.
It's going to be Rebel Planet next, dude.
Rebel Moon Part 3.
Rebel Galaxy.
Right, have everybody meet up from like, yo, you could literally do whatever. Mm-hmm. And I really think that right now we're in a position where you're gonna start seeing more and more outlets kind of taking their little shots at,
something with
Zack in his film.
Something we haven't even touched on too is like, Charlie Hunnam's in this film, and I think this like might even revive his career, like because it wasn't like it was
That's
hot
fair.
Right for a long time, and then
it's not fair what happened to him. Yeah, he should.
But I think this is going to put that dude back on the map too, man. His character looks pretty good in the movie too. Kind of got a Green Arrow vibe.
To me, he's like a Green Arrow.
With the block.
Yeah. Ollie on the block with the Glock.
Ollie with the Glock, right? Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yo. So and they're putting him in a green like arrow hood too. Like Zach knows what he's doing as well for us. Like we all kind of fan cast
foreshadowing to the future, perhaps. Who knows? Dude, but hey,
I would, and I don't know. It's just really awesome. And if you're a Zack Snyder fan, I think you would just be happy in general to like have this realization that I had, that he really has just found he has a blank canvas and there's no one there to tell him how to color or what to paint. Like he can just do whatever he wants.
He ain't got any of these knucklehead executives telling him what to do anymore.
Right.
Look,
it's just his vision.
Honestly, too, y'all, we all know how Zach is with his symbolism and his hidden themes and subtle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Subtle undertones.
Dude, what's that? I mean, with the teardrop, the hood.
I think this is about to be that on like 1,000, bro. When somebody said in my chat that Essa means Jesus in Arabic, I was like, yo, what the hell are we about to get with this movie?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, shout out to Bishop, of course, rightly named.
I'm like, yo, what is Zach about to do with this movie, yo? Like, wait,
blow our minds.
We got griffins and stuff. Like, yo, like, wait, like, what is going on, bro?
Right, and
I don't know, man. I think Zach about to ruffle some feathers, y'all. I think he's about to ruffle some feathers.
You saw General Titus and like all of his men get killed, and then they have the hoods on them with the eye of, I think it's the eye of Horus, but it has a teardrop with it, and it's like, well, what does that even like stamp? Is that the Mother World's like hidden logo? But yeah, again, how could you not be excited to dive into this world and see what it's all about and figure out the background? And I think it's not going to take very long when we're watching the movie for us to getting completely enamored with these characters. Zack Snyder, when Zack Snyder says this character, this actor is the heart of the movie, I mean, he's got a track record for doing that, and it always pans out where it's like, oh, yeah, they were the heart of the movie. Without them in there, like, you completely lose everything. And he said that completely about Cora. Like, she is the heart of the movie, and I'm hyped to see how every other character like comes in to help. And I know also there's gonna be some funny moments that happen between humans. Like, oh no, I'm apprehensive to joining you, right? We've seen that all the time. Like, no, I don't want to join you. And then they got to convince the old guy, or they got to convince this guy. Some people don't need any convincing, and they join up right away. Like, I'm very excited to see how it plays out.
Right. St. Havoc said, it's the old world, Sky. Right? And he said, that's an all-seeing eye, not the eye of horns.
That's what it is. Right.
The Book of Enoch, Sumerian tablets. You know, just what I'm saying, yo, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what this guy is delving into. And I was like, because I just didn't expect to see like griffins and stuff, man. Because that's like,
that caught me out. Like, what? Griffin?
Bro, you should have
What's
seen
going on here?
My trailer reaction, if you were there at the live, the first shot where it's like the grieving people.
I'm like, bro, is that saying griffins were real? Like, is that what he's saying right now, dude?
I was like, is that an eagle? What the fuck? And then I'm like, yo, it's the eagle thing from Harry Potter. And then it hits the jump scene. I'm like, that's a griffin? What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Blew up. It's crazy. We did not expect to see this. Dragons even? Wow, no way. Dragons?
Right. Ill Life said, did I hear correct that there is a gross spider creature that is named Harmata? Yes, you did, bro. Yes, you did.
It's in the trailer.
It looks like it. Yep.
I
the spider lady.
Looks like Ann Sarnoff, to be honest.
I was literally trying to not say that.
That face, right?
I'm gonna say it, bro. I hate her, bro. I gotta say it every time, bro. Oh, that's a right there.
I had shirt off.
Mama Bear said those griffins are gorgeous. Peely said it's definitely a creation story. See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Feels like it. Feels like it.
Like, oh my God, this is about to be off the chain, yo. It's about to be off the chain. But I cannot wait for this shit. Like, you got. Wait a minute. You know what, Austin? Why don't you go ahead and throw that up in the back, bro? Can you do that?
When we do, oh, you want me to play the trailer again?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, I want to watch this shit right now, bro. Right now.
You gotta cook for it because I gotta open some windows and stuff.
Go ahead. Oh, bro, come on, man. And y'all don't know what I'm about to do. Y'all have no idea what I'm about to do right now.
Yeah, we're all. I was gonna say. I was wondering if we were all caught up on the super chats, but we are. I just wanted to look.
Oh yeah. Right, but yo, we've only seen one shot of Blood Axe, bro.
Yeah, one shot.
Right, we only seen one shot,
and it's not like a super clear shot either.
Nope. But you know that his character is going to be of importance.
Oh, Sky, I need to do something real quick. Shout out to DC Talk, because I know his boy Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, passed away tonight. And I just want to say, that's your favorite. What's up? Shout out to you, DC Talk. That sucks.
Hey, shout out to DC Talk, R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, aka The Fiend. Man, that sucks, man. Because I saw Terry Funk die too recently.
Yep.
And
there's one other. I forget the name, man. But yeah.
And Bray Wyatt and I were both born in '87. I saw that earlier too, so that kind of hit me a bit more. We both were born in '87, 100%. So R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, and much love to DC Talk.
But
Right.
yeah. Well, and two,
Yo,
you got the ancient.
look at this.
Oh, what's this?
Said ancient aliens control us through myths. That's the story. Hey. Crazy, right? Oh my goodness. But y'all know how we do on this channel, right? We have surprises, right? And
A surprise.
the big homie Silla Abdul just stepped into the arena,
Oh,
right? Let me fix this.
Yo.
There we go. What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on with the cool table?
Oh,
Syndicate
man.
Network, Still Nation.
Everybody behave, all right?
Man, mainly you, Austin, right now. Shout out to Austin.
Everybody got to button up. Whenever Seal get here, we always got to button up, bro. 100%.
Y'all cooking, you know what I'm saying, man? Man, this is like this Rebel Moon thing. Y'all probably covered a lot of points already, but just the fact that we getting it obviously in December, part 1, the director's cut, we're assuming a month or so after. Part 2 in April, right? And then that director's cut, like Zack Snyder and Netflix, they about to take us through the strike, bro. Like we even gotta, they can stay on strike as long as they need to, because like Zack Snyder and Netflix got it.
That, yeah.
Take your time.
You know what I'm saying? Take your time, get a fair deal. Like Netflix got us covered, and Zack Snyder, and then
I was just thinking too, if the longer the strike kind of happens, what projects that maybe got halted, take a little bit of time to kind of reset up, and all these actors have a period of free time before they have to do other projects, and Netflix just swoops right in and say, all right, let's get these Justice League projects out. Anyways, that's why I was thinking about that, or just more.
They might as well at this point. I mean, this could be a clear, and then Zach's still doing that Twilight animated thing, Twilight of the Gods.
Oh,
that's animated.
Ragnarok,
so the strike's not going to stop that,
Yeah.
And I guess the rumors out that it's going to come out 2024 as well. So, bro, like we covered, man, with content. Like Netflix got us, man, for real.
Hey, this is a dope time, man. And that trailer still, I think it put everybody on notice, man. Like I think it really did. Like I haven't gotten your take personally, right, on the trailer yet, right? Like, what was your thoughts, man? Like, how'd you feel when you first saw that thing, and how are you feeling right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like with me, I mean, obviously we always hear about the Star Wars references, with Rebel Moon, and I mean, rightfully so, and other references, influences that he has. But I'm like a general Star Wars fan, I always say. So you show me some lightsabers, bro. Like I'm like, what? Like, oh, dude, like, just the scope of the film. It's like, okay, it was looking dope already, the ensemble cast. But then when I saw them blades, bro, I was like, game over, bro. Game over. It's over. It's over. Like
Right.
I don't care. If y'all ain't hyped for that, bro, like I don't know what to tell. Like this is gonna be a real experience we're about to get through Netflix, man. So crazy, man. This film looks crazy.
Yeah, absolutely looks crazy, yo. I was not expecting to get like so much footage, because the trailer's almost 4 minutes long, right? It's literally almost 4 minutes long.
And they're calling it a teaser trailer.
That's what's crazy. Yeah,
I was like, wait, did I see that right?
I thought they called it trailer 1 or something, like the official trailer. Nah,
they were saying it's supposed to be a teaser. Yeah,
this is just a teaser. So
Zack Snyder just built different, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
this is a teaser.
I don't need no more trailers though. Like I don't need no more trailers, man.
Sold.
I want no
I'm sold. Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to watch anymore, because I'm just gonna see too much. I think, you know what I'm
I know
saying?
I say that, but I'll watch it when it comes out. I'll be like,
We're all doing content on it. F you mean, yeah.
Hey,
I know.
Peely, I'm not putting that comment up,
Peely
bro.
silly,
Y'all
bro.
look at what come on,
Shout
man.
out to Peely.
Yeah.
Go deep.
Oh my God. Come on, Peely. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Wild, bro.
Wow.
Yo, this is shout out to
Man's wild. They're gonna put it up on the transcript. You know how they do.
I just said
Oh.
everyone act cool on your best behavior. Peely just comes in with that. Yeah. Hey yo.
He said they're gonna pull up the transcript, right, Phil?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They pull up every word of my stream, you know. So I already know they did for Peely, bro.
Oh, yeah. They got
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Yo, we got the homie King George saying Rebel Moon game ended my interest in Suicide Squad. Still, is that game coming out, bro? Like,
Suicide Squad game. It's supposed to. I had Talati on the channel. You know, we're doing gaming videos on the Geek Network, and they saying, you know, it keeps saying 2024. You know, like early, like I think February. So I think Rebel Moon game gonna drop before Suicide Squad. That's my point. Pretty sure it will.
Facts, dude.
That's wild.
It feels like that. Is it ever gonna come out? Like, what are we really waiting for? Why do we keep pushing it back?
let's just push back again.
Yeah, like,
hey,
what's the point?
just go ahead and just drop it and get it over with, right? Just go ahead and drop it. But thanks, homie King George, for the super chat. He's shot right here. Come on, man.
I'm not broken. And I'm not alone.
Bro, this chat is tripping right now. Y'all tripping.
Hilarious, dude.
Bro, y'all tripping, bro.
You can't unsee it now. You can't unsee it. It's
also Fresh is tripping, like all y'all tripping, bro.
I blame Peely, man.
The spider lady, like, weren't they like holding the kid hostage too? Like, oh man.
Yeah, but that's her thing though. Like, if she like takes kids or something, yo.
Oh, I'm just. Oh, well, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. You said it, not me, bro. We gotta stop connecting dots, bro. I mean, we're just.
Yo.
We gotta stop connecting dots.
Man. Hey, Zach about to be spitting with this movie, yo. That's what it feels like.
The image, the symbolism is gonna be off the charts. Not only for what we see, but you know what's kind of in our face, but we don't really get until we get it. That might be cold matter right there, bro. I don't know.
Wait, Austin, is that ready to go?
Yeah, pull it up. Oh,
man, look, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta watch this trailer like right now. I've been sitting up here talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's go. It's ready whenever you are. Just let me make sure it's got the sound up. Yeah, sound's up this time. I don't want to flub up like I did last time.
Yeah. Right. There you go. Man, we just gonna watch this thing all together real quick because man, this shit flips off the chain, yo. Go ahead and drop that, bro.
All right, bro. Gotta get the mouse on the right screen. Dude, by the way, Junkie XL did the soundtrack, right? Or the soundtrack, the score. Am I wrong?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
When that first, is it violin or whatever it is, hits, if you guys got like earphones on, it's ridiculous. And it sets you right into the mood. Like, oh, this is different. This is different.
He said Zach wanted us to see that.
know the story of the Princess Issa? In myth, she was called the Redeemer. It was said this child would stop the madness of war. That she was to usher
General
in a
Titus,
new age
bro.
of peace and compassion.
Dude, he must have just seen the slaughter of all of his soldiers.
I was given memories of a world I will never see. Loyalty to a king I cannot serve. And love for a child I could not save.
What do you think they want?
Everything.
I found her. Scargiver.
And Scrying looking dope in this movie too.
Yeah, dude.
I am a child of war.
Extra menacing.
I was taught that love is weakness.
This film's gonna span like a lot of time if you notice.
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah,
difference
she just
between justice and revenge.
Oh,
There is a price to pay for your defiance.
so sick.
Shh. One moment. I do love this part.
Hold on.
These scenes,
I don't
dude.
want no trouble.
We're not here to bring
dark side.
Are you ready?
So sick.
You and I both know fear. Let's show them that we're not afraid. Let's show them we are more than the shackles that bind us.
Just the scale of this film, y'all.
Oh,
It's crazy, bro.
When I first saw that shot, that's like a jaw dropping shot.
Yeah.
A king is a man, and a man can fail. But a myth is indestructible.
Sounds like Batman.
yep. That spoke to me when he said that.
For all that you
Yeah.
are. Protect each other and show them no mercy.
I can't wait to see this.
Dude, man.
Look at that, man.
Who among you
Dude,
is
man.
willing to die for what you believe?
Yeah.
It just
Like,
makes
this
me
gonna be
like,
so epic.
I
I
want to
think
see
the whole moon gonna blow
Oh,
up
yeah.
at the end. Like,
Yo, right?
it's gonna be like a Rogue One.
That, well, I guess isn't that a planet though? It's not the moon. I could be wrong.
Planet
Bruh.
already on. Everything's gonna
He
blow
said
up.
we ain't
This
even-
can't survive.
They can't
Like
survive.
this-
Yeah,
This,
bro.
we gotta
I can't
blow
wait
all
to
this
see. I can't wait to see because low key Charlie Hunnam is one of my favorite actors. I loved his King Arthur rendition, and
it's a good one.
I can't wait to see whatever. Because it looks like there's gonna be a part where we're just with him for a second because he's kissing somebody goodbye and then he's going inside the plane and he's by himself and there's smoke everywhere. So I feel like we're gonna kind of get like a mini Green Arrow sequence where he's like literally by himself. He's pulling a gun on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah.
I
Or
gotta
at least
stop
in
playing.
the director's cut, Austin, right? Like,
Right,
maybe
exactly.
more kind of side stories, you know?
You know,
And
deep dives he's talking about.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited to see just Charlie Hunnam's part, and I can't be the only fan who's like that for other actors in this film as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the only one, coming for Charlie Hunnam. There's other people who are strictly Anthony Hopkins fans, and will literally sit there and just listen to his voice.
Oh, that sets the tone, yeah.
You know what I'm
Anthony
saying?
Hopkins, yeah.
So like the Zack Snyder never fails in his casting. I don't think. Even the people we don't really know. Like there's a lot of people who are kind of like no-namers.
Bro, Carrie Elways is in this movie, yo. Is in this universe somewhere. I'm like, where the hell is he gonna fit in at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's all types of actors that have been casted. We ain't even seen them yet.
Dude, Ray Porter, dude, is so good.
Looks like he got this new Aquaman type dude too. Who's the guy with the long hair and the mustache?
Tarzan, dude, that's Tarzan.
Yeah.
Tarak, the new character
Tarzan.
Tarak, right?
Yeah. That's Space Tarzan, bro. That's what that is
Space
right there. Dude,
This
I'm
is gonna be an epic, man. It's gonna
so
be a
hyped.
total epic.
And it's cool because like the elements that Zach did take as far as like, let's get warriors from all these different places. He really did like get something completely different, and they offer in something completely different. The one thing that we know with Zach too is we're gonna see how all of these characters mesh with each other. We're gonna become endeared to the team. It's not just gonna be like, okay, we got all our starting seven and now we're all gonna play perfect together. Like, nah, it's gonna be a clash. Like, I'm sure there's gonna
Of
be
course,
arguments and stuff
yeah,
like that. So I'm very eager to see how it all plays out. Obviously, there's so much more that you want to dive into. Like, yo,
Right.
what's that scene when the big ship is going towards the planet? Like, is that when they
Right.
settle? Like, what is that? Like,
Right.
where is that in the timeline?
Like you said, it's gonna be like moments where, especially probably in the climax, where it's like several battles going on, right? Like you see
Right.
her with the blue lightsaber at the end, and the army's probably fighting somewhere else on the moon, and it's
Yep.
just
And there's a
it's gonna
whole
be so
plan,
much
right?
going on.
We had a plan. You attack this guy, you take down this guy, look at
Yeah.
these guys, like
That's Star Wars, like
right.
multiple things, at the same time.
But again, when we see, I know the PG-13 will be a lot different than Star Wars to begin with, but the unrated version, it's going to be better than Star Wars. I mean, how many times have you wanted to see a lightsaber just chop some dude's head off, like, and really see it? You know what I'm saying?
See that
Or
head
like,
fly away.
yeah, exactly. And not have it be like cartoon or just a helmet. Like, nah, you want to actually like see. And you think for a second that I forget what her name is, but the lightsaber lady, you think that she's not gonna have some brutal ass kills
Bro,
the way
she
that
gonna
her
be getting
daughter
bodies,
died?
man.
Yeah, dude,
You
she's
already
gonna be
know.
ruthless, bro.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
gonna
Two
be
blades,
ruthless.
like she's gonna be chopping up with.
Yeah, Benny
I need a
Hanna.
spinoff for her. Yeah, give me a
For real.
spinoff with her character.
Have a spinoff for
says-
everybody.
Still, that was no shit, bro. That was the Griff champs shit.
It's a ship
Hey,
He's up on
they
the
better
deck.
jump on it, you know what I'm saying?
They better jump on this
Time to
shit.
jump on.
That's
Right,
hilarious.
man. Yo, this is super dope though. I think that we're at a time where the fan base is gonna start getting really excited, right? The more that we learn about this film. And even in that interview earlier that I was speaking to, he gave a lot of dope little nuggets, guys. Like the attention to detail and thought put into this world. Like they weren't playing any games, they weren't playing around. They thought out and mapped out every single corner of this universe.
Yeah.
All of these characters are seeming like they're all going to have their proper motivations, and he's going into all their philosophies on this, and he was just talking about Jimmy the robot and really talking about how he feels about himself and his place in the universe and all that, and what the whole robot race is going through right now. And I'm just like, if it's just like that with this character, right? It was probably the same thing with all the rest of them, right?
Absolutely.
I was hearing something about the scribes, right? Those characters that we saw in the Empire first look. The ones with their faces kind of covered with the veils, and they look like they have like little skull kind of faces. And they were saying that, the scribes, that they implant memories, and that's how they control history.
Oh yeah, right.
It is like they're implanting
the allegory is gonna be nuts.
I'm like, wait, what? Yo, I'm like, Zack is
allegories, man.
That's why I'm saying, y'all. I think that this movie about to ruffle a few feathers, just like Sucker Punch did. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's part of the reason why it was turned down multiple times by WB. And things always happen for a reason at the time they need to happen, right? It is how it is. Whatever higher power you want to believe in, I definitely believe that things happen when they're supposed to happen, how they're supposed to happen, good or bad. And for whatever reason, multiple reasons, I shouldn't say for whatever reason, for multiple reasons, Zack left WB and got with Netflix. And this film is going to say a lot of things that I don't think any other studio would have been comfortable with the messaging besides Netflix, who doesn't have any like ties to the weird old order of things. So it's perfect that it lives where it lives, because I don't think it would have been as great and as deep as it is. Because surface level, it's cool. You can look at it for the tropes and everything, but the deeper messaging is going to also be there, and it's going to blow our minds.
Well, I mean, they weren't on set giving Zach notes, right? Like, hey, Zach, can you put this?
They're letting
this
Zach
is Zack Snyder Unchained. I mean, just like Army of the Dead. You see, like how Ian Zach went with Army of the Dead. This is going to be like 10 times,
Yeah, and I think it was cool.
You mean to tell me that Jeff Johns wasn't on set giving out notes, bro?
Jeff Johns and John Berg was not on set.
Yeah, for real. I think I think one thing too is like Army of the Dead was probably, and they did it during COVID, most of it. I think the end of it, or at least
the end of it,
that's kind of like the first date, I guess, between Snyder and Netflix, right? Like they said they were gonna do all this stuff. They said they were gonna have like the sets were gonna work like this and the shoots are gonna work like this. All right, now it's time for you to play ball, and they did, obviously. And then after that, Snyder was like, okay, now I actually have this original IP that's fucking crazy and like really puts it on them. Like, I know I gave you the storyline for it and you guys said, cool, let's do it. But this is really what it is. And I think that's why it started as just a one or movies, and it grew bigger and bigger.
Right.
He was like, yo,
the CEO spoke on that.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, and Zach did numbers with Army of the Dead. If we remember, Netflix was like, this was like the top film in the world when Army of the Dead dropped, in 2021. So it's like the numbers there, they trust Zach's vision, man. Like this is gonna be nuts. I mean, this would probably be like, because BVS, I mean, say what you want, obviously we like the BVS film, even the Ultimate Cut, but it was some meddling with the story, right? Like, I think Zack Snyder Unchained was probably 300, and Watchmen, like just like no constraints, right?
Do his thing.
This is kind of like full circle where he's like really gonna be, you're gonna get all of his story,
all of the thing. And think about like how amazing Zack Snyder's Justice League was. It could have been even better. You know what I'm saying? So like this is kind of like
version.
Like there's not gonna be no expense where like it's not gonna be paid off. There's gonna be no.
I want that parademon scene, with Batman in the parademon net.
I know, dude. That was one of the scenes I was like, oh, I gotta see that.
Great, dude. That would have been so great. And the funny thing about that is, and obviously, if you're a deep dive Snyder fan or just a Snyder fan in general, you probably hear him say, "I shoot everything I paint, or I shoot everything I draw for the storyboards." We are really seeing that firsthand with the concept art we saw for Rebel Moon and the shots that we're seeing in just the trailers alone. You're like, whoa, that's that one that he put out that concept. Like, we're seeing that there now. Like, what? So it's really just like, yo, what we see in those, we're probably going to directly see on screen. So I feel like we might have to take another look at that concept art and just be like, all right, well, what the fuck is this? What is it going to be? And it's amazing though, as a Zack Snyder fan, talking about this again, talking about Rebel Moon, it makes me happy that he's able to create this in such a way. Like imagine being able to go to work and like, yo, you can do whatever you want. Like, go ahead.
Finally.
And the timing is crazy, man. Like, again, we're in a strike, right? Actors, writers strike, and like obviously the directors are not in a strike, so Zach, obviously can promote it, but Zach's the biggest star of this film.
The film, I was gonna say,
timing it's not fair. Like what they're about to do with this.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. Nobody bigger than Zach in this film. There's not one single person that you could put it in. He is the marketing, and we are also the marketing. Say what you want about talking about Rebel Moon, dude. We've always done it. All the little teasers, and I even said this. There's that one scene, if you guys don't remember back, was it 214? He put out just a picture on Vero, and it was of a set, and it had green screens. And he's like, yo, still sorry for the unfinished, but I want to give you guys like a shot that we're working on.
Yeah.
We see that scene, that set in the trailer when he's getting the crown put on his head. It's like, yo, there
That's
it
right,
is.
yeah.
Directly.
And like Austin, like you said, it activated us as a fandom, but it got the haters like on notice, right? Like it's gonna be so many hate watches for this film on Netflix, bro. Like
it's a
they
view.
gonna blow these numbers up.
Yeah, it's a view. It's a view.
Shout out to y'all, the haters.
She said, shout out to y'all. Yo, matter of fact, I saw that Seal enacted something the other day. I might have to steal that. Seal was like, yo, I'm not answering no more questions about James Gunn unless it's a super chat.
That's a Griff rule. That's a new Griff rule.
That's how you do it.
Shout out to James Gunn. Shout out to Elon Musk. Shout out to shout out to the haters. Like everyone, y'all blew it up last week, man. That's like keep going.
I just a single report that didn't need any reply. Could have been just gone off into the distance of the digital abyss, but nah, you had to make it a landmark.
And the timing was perfect too. So it's like, hey man,
well
played, Gun.
Hey, thanks, bro. Make yourself look like a fool.
It's funny because then he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to debunk this," and then you got Tyrone Magnus like on his head at the same time. Mr. H.
The best part,
the comics, like Wes from Thinking Critical, everybody was on his head the same weekend. I was like, that's perfect. That was perfect.
Let's go. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Just if you go on your replies, like there was a bunch of people who aren't even Still Nation are like, yo, get the fuck out of here, Gunn. Like, what? And that's why I was
like, oh, we got him. I was like,
I was seeing memes of Gunn I haven't seen before. I was like, yo,
other people don't even like rock with us like that. Yeah, and they were still like, oh, F Gun.
They were
I was like, oh yeah, the street. Hey, that's why I say the streets tell you, what's going on. And the streets was like, nah, Gun, get on out of here, man.
Nobody wants you here, bro.
Like, whoever this black guy is, I don't know who this black guy is, but like, F Gun. Like, that's what's up. The streets. Shout out to the streets.
Yeah, dude, straight up. And that's just how we're moving, dude. I think the best part about it is we're celebrating now, and they're gonna do anything they can to try and derail it or bite off the success, right? The Gamescom trailer gets announced, Ahsoka moves up like right afterwards, dude. They're gonna. So you just have to realize that's gonna happen. But when those actions are happening, that's just showing you that they know too. They know too.
And just a little advice too. I know y'all already know, but as far as just with these antis, because they're gonna want these clicks so bad, for this Rebel Moon. I just suggest, like, I mean, I sometimes I may screenshot some of them, but I'm not gonna like quote tweet and like blow up they tweets. Like, don't blow up their tweets.
Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to do like a screenshot or something like that, because it's like they want our attention so bad because we're so active. I'm saying it's the entire Snyder fandom.
Facts. That's what this be about, Sil. That engagement, yo.
Yep.
Right?
They don't got it like this.
That's why I was saying, like, yo, you got outlets, they seem to taking shots at like Snyder in the thumbnail. It's like, bro, come on, man. It's like y'all literally just had him on your platform, yo, and then you doing this, and it's like, come on, man.
Now they confused about this director's cut. I saw this. I was like, are y'all serious? It was like, how are you going to announce a director's cut before? It's like, bro, this is how I know, especially I know Still Nation reads, right? We read stuff and we look at what's there. That's why I always encourage people, like, don't just go off the headline, actually read the article. And like Zach literally tells you, it's a different experience for the director's cut.
Right.
But why is he gonna say it before it comes out? Because it's his rules. He with Netflix. He's not with the studio.
Because he's a genius businessman and he's selling more subscriptions, dude.
What, people will not watch the first one? It's not theatrical.
Right. And Zach understands. Zach understands too, like having that premium slot before Christmas. Like you can't. Not everyone's gonna be able to watch an R-rated movie. You need to have a PG-13 movie. Yo, and guess
You're
what?
rushing it, man. All the kiddies.
Guess
are there,
what?
the
If they put
families
them both
are,
out at the
That's
same
what I
time,
said.
bro, if they put them up both out at the same time, you watch the first one with your family, and then they go to sleep. All right, now we're gonna watch the real one. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna watch the real one.
I think, and someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but Sama TV, my friends over there at Sama TV, shout out to them. I'm gonna have them on the channel soon, especially when this film comes out. But
yeah,
they said basically like as long as the director's cut has like a different title, like something that makes the title like, then basically this is the whole point. They want the numbers for the PG-13 cut first, and then they're going to want to have the numbers separate for the director's cut.
Right. Right.
You know, because it's not like the Justice is Great thing where it's typically the same movie. And so they was counting both for the same movie together, according to Summer TV. But so I'm just thinking they're going to do it, you know, some space between the director's cut.
I said it'd be funny if they did it on 2/14 day, because that's like the halfway point between April 14th.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be dope.
Perfect marketing,
numbers,
bro.
Director's cut like 2 months later.
It's Zack's rules. You know what I'm saying?
You can't announce a director's cut like this,
bro. I was like, what?
It just happened.
I was like, it doesn't really matter what you think, okay?
It's like, don't cry.
It's too early it's too early to announce that you got dope content coming. If anything, that was like a flex. They're like, yo, be on notice. Be on notice, right? That Zack not only got a 2-part banger coming out, but it's pretty much a 4-parter now, right? Like you got to deal with 4 parts, bro.
That's all engaged. That's 4 dips, like an engagement for Netflix, bro.
Facts.
Like,
and think about this as well, right? When the game comes out, if the game's as dope as like I go back to like Spider-Man 2002, if it's as dope of a game like that, and you get gamers who play a sci-fi game where they could choose their rebel, co-op, do whatever, and they're like, yo, this is about a movie? Let me check this movie out. Boom.
Right.
More
engagement.
More engagement. It just brings it back around.
You're still real quick, because I didn't get your thoughts on this show. I said earlier that there was an article that I read. I'm not gonna give this outlet any like shout out on my platform because this was egregious, but they literally was pretty much saying like, hey, since Final Fantasy 15 tried to do a multimedia thing, right, that means that Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon should not be doing any tie-in games, right? And it's just super snarky, just saying, yo, since anybody else tried it, Rebel Moon shouldn't do it, right? Like,
they failed, so
you hey, Final Fantasy 15 couldn't do it, so you know, Zack Snyder, like, nah, bro. I mean, I don't know if they were trying to get some pub for Final Fantasy and Square Enix or what. Like, it's like, yeah, he's literally just all of a sudden.
Weird tie-in, dude. And
there's gonna be some outrageous stuff. Yeah. When this film finally comes out, it's gonna be some outrageous stuff out there, man.
We gotta remember,
everybody's not really watching this. Like, they're gonna do all kinds of. That's why I'm gonna get Sama TV, because I'm gonna be like, you know, they're an independent company. They haven't been bought out yet, so we'll see. They're not shilling that much yet. So we'll try to get some real numbers for the street, just like we did for the Snyder Cut. People forget. Right. I had a Sama TV when people was like, oh man, Snyder Cut ain't doing nothing on HBO Max, and like their senior director came on my channel and said, no, this is a smash hit, like within the first month. Right. You know, and everyone else had different narratives.
Yeah, they're like, let's compare it to Wonder Woman 84. We just low-key trashed Wonder Woman 84. He didn't even know what he was doing, but we're like, yes, keep roasting Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, they showed the chart. It was like the Snyder Cut. I mean, obviously it's a 4-hour film, so I mean, everyone's not gonna sit there for 4 hours like us, like, you know.
You're right.
So they might start it off and then they'll finish it later. And it was like, oh, no one's watching it. But then they said within a month it was like a rocket. Like the numbers like went up because people were starting to finish the movie. You know, and so I mean, we're gonna try to get those numbers this time.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, shout out to the homie Neo7 saying Snyder is doing what Vin Diesel tried to do with Riddick. That is actually a great point.
That's a good point.
Because he had a tie-in game Escape from Butcher Bay, which was actually a pretty dope video game. And it was a tie-in game.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
game. I wish I played it, honestly. 'cause
Now
I
with
love the
this
Riddick
game,
movie.
with Rebel Moon,
I
like
actually played that game. Yes,
we
yes,
don't have a
yes.
lot. We don't have a lot of details, right? Like if is it tied in or like an expansion of the story, or
He said
No.
it
Do we
He
know
said
followed
it picks up
right
just
after.
after part 2.
Yeah.
okay, perfect. So it's gonna bridge us to part 3. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
And yet some outlets thought that was a bad thing that he announced he had a video game coming. That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, we don't even know anything. It was like, yeah, Snyder sounds like he doesn't know anything either. So this is probably like so far down the road. I was just like, yo, like what the hell is going on with y'all, yo?
Oh man, but you see, I mean, we all saw this is what we saw, 2013, 2016. Like this is the same.
That's what I'm saying. Still, it's starting back up, bro. It's about to happen, right?
This is the next battle. Now it's like we're so ready right now, like as a fandom, we're not gonna fall for that no more, man.
Yeah, we're like,
they can't take these films away from them, or us, So
yeah, and there's no third-party publications that can lie about this stuff that come out beforehand. Netflix isn't going to put out any negative or false reports about their own product like WB loves to do. So that's the great part about it. We have a company that actually supports the director that we love and the movie that we're looking forward to seeing. They're not going to go out of their way to sabotage it because they want some kind of bonus or anything like that.
Hey, you mean to tell me that they're not gonna say that the Tina Turner documentary did more numbers than the Snyder Cut?
Better than
Oh god,
bro! They for sure won't release it under some kids like movie under like some guys
leak it out.
Yeah, they're not gonna put it under Paw Patrol, dude.
They're all in. They're all in with Zack Snyder, man. Like we saw the vote of confidence, man. So it's like, I know people like during the strike, they're saying they're gonna cancel different streaming services, and I feel that, but like. I'm not canceling Netflix. I'm just gonna
go ahead. Go ahead, stand on your high horse, right? Like,
I ain't canceling Netflix, bro.
Nope. For the writer, for the residuals, I'm not canceling Netflix,
man. I'm not canceling it.
Nope. If you want to stand on a high horse, you cancel Max. That's what you should cancel.
Or something like that,
Still, have you seen They Clone Tyrone yet, bro?
What was that?
Have you seen They Clone Tyrone yet?
Oh yeah. I checked that out.
Bro, oh my god, yeah, that movie was. Hey, Netflix putting out bangers right now, bro. Ain't no way I'm canceling my Netflix, yo.
Netflix got it covered, man. They got some more K dramas coming, like they. This whole thing with Rebel Moon, like they gonna get guys down from like December to like springtime, like man.
We're gonna be settled, dude. We're gonna be settled in, and I feel like we do with all these films, we're gonna be finding more like throughout a rewatch. Like, this lines up with this. Like, holy shit, we're gonna have a whole nother revelation.
When the Snyder Cut finally came out, 2021, like I remember for my channel, we obviously was happy when it came out, and then I was thinking of different streams to do, like doing different breakdowns, and like starting off came with that article, they just threw off the whole vibe, right? It's like, just the energy. So it's like with this, man, like we really could like, celebrate the release. And then we could do those breakdown streams and like character profiles, and I'm gonna do a lot of content with Rebel Moon, man. Like that's
we can
enjoy it. A whole break. Hey, I'm gonna do a whole breakdown on Armada, bro. Like that's
what I'm saying. Like, Armada, literally, like each character just break it down and like see the different references and Easter eggs, and like there's gonna be tons of content from that, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to like map out the actual like galaxy. I'm a big guy, like try like visual references and then that stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely gonna be trying to map out where everything is. All right, is there two suns? Like, how does this all work? Because I know that also from history, Zach has probably thought about all of that too, and the effects that the science of these planets have on the different characters, right? What kind of gravitational pull, right? Like all of that stuff. all of that stuff. He thinks about the science of it because it's a part of the world and it's a part of the character, and it adds more element. It adds more realness to them. So I'm excited to see all of that. I'm such a big nerd when it comes to those things, as far as like, all right, how is this conceptualized in a scientific way? And he'll explain it, and not so more of like, oh, this is A and this is B and it makes C, but no, like in a offhand comment, it'd be like, oh yeah, the thrusters are powered by this, boom, and it just like, you're like, oh, what? Like that's how they do it, cool. And that's the thing that I'll be looking forward to as well. It's like there's so much to dive into with this, man.
Most definitely.
Plenty of time to do it. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh, plenty of time, man. We doing watch-alongs leading up to Rebel Moon or Rebel Moon watch-along. Man, it's gonna be all kind of stuff.
We're gonna have a syndicate watch-along for that, bro.
For sure.
Right? Yeah. Before we get everybody's final thoughts, I like to thank a couple of y'all for kind of vindicating me, saying that Riddick game was dope as fuck, right? Riddick game was fire. Yo, no, y'all don't understand. That was like, that could possibly be the best movie tie-in game ever.
Damn.
Like, real talk. The graphics was off the chain, like, especially for back then. It was like truly revolutionary stuff. And you played as Riddick and you kind of found out like how he got his eyes like that. And it was all type of world building and things that they added in.
That's cool.
And yeah, because you pretty much play as him right before he breaks out of jail, before Pitch Black started, if I'm not mistaken.
That's so
right.
Sick.
Yeah, and so these tie-in games are nothing new, right? But obviously, it just seems to be a problem when Zack Snyder has one coming. But I want to go around the panel and get everybody's final thoughts before we close on out. I'm starting with the homie, the good Austin, yo. What's your final thoughts on all this, bro? The first and foremost, thank you for coming on the platform and for sharing the stream and for giving your thoughts, bro.
Oh, dude,
100%.
Thank you as always for having me, man. It's always a good time. It's always fun, and I appreciate you letting me go off on diatribes. I'll keep it short. Basically, you guys know I'm excited for Rebel Moon. I'm excited to what it could lead to as well. I think it's so cool. And I'm happy being happy for other people. Knowing that Zack Snyder's in a better situation, knowing that the fan is going to be able to celebrate this. And I'm cut from the cloth, whereas if you don't like it, cool. But like don't come over here in our party and try to rain on our parade. We're gonna enjoy it. And we're gonna have a great time. And don't have your FOMO. And just because you don't want to be a part of it, you're gonna shit on it. Like, nah, I don't think
that's not good, Austin.
Right,
right. It's not good.
Are you gonna admit it's not good?
Whose man is this?
Are you gonna admit, bro?
It's not good.
What are you guys? Yeah, it's like when I read that, it's like, man, I feel bad for those people because it's like obviously you've been drinking too much of the Kool-Aid from other like publications, other people, and you get your opinions from other people if that's what you think. Because in my opinion, every Zack Snyder movie that I've seen has been amazing. Even the movies that other people don't like, I love. And I'm shouting out Guardians of Gahul, dude. That was one of my favorite movies of all time. A movie about owls. I had no business liking that movie.
Yeah, you've been shouting out for a couple of years.
Dude, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Bro, when he gave that speech about what like being a hero really is, bro, oh my goodness.
Hey, and so that's what I mean. There's been no Zack Snyder movie that I've seen that hasn't been good. So yeah, I'm just excited. I'm happy that we're gonna get more Zack Snyder content that isn't filtered through any studio screen or somebody else's eyes. Like, nah, Zack Snyder has given us what he wants to give us. We got that with Army of the Dead. And I'm not a huge zombie guy. I'm more of a sci-fi guy. So like he's really catering to, and even like mythological. Like, oh, we got a griffin in here. We got an old creation. Like, what, dude? Like, he's playing to all the things that I love. So I couldn't be more excited about this and more excited for the future because
We
when
got
this,
Armada stealing children.
yeah, exactly. Right,
Black
dude.
people, what's
Right.
going on, bro?
What's going on?
Armada.
When this does well, and when this hits off, this is going to be a cultural phenomenon, and like with everything else that happens in the movie industry, right? A movie makes $1 billion. All right, now that actor has free reign to do whatever they want. Now that director has free reign to do whatever they want. Zack Snyder and Netflix are going to have free reign to do whatever they want. I believe after this, and that's really when I think, if it hasn't already been done, that's when Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Snyderverse being sold and being announced. That's when it's going to happen. It's going to be boom, surefire. There's no other way we want to see it as fans, and there's no other way it should be done, and it's not going to be accepted any other way. So just do it that way. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think at that point, if you're WB, you have to just throw up your fucking hands and be like, all right, well, we just can't do this shit as good as he does it. And let's make some money off of it, because it's better to make some money than no money and to waste money on other projects like you have currently. So I think we're entering another golden age as Zack Snyder fans. And to be real unpolite, fuck what the haters say, bro. I can give a fuck less about them, bro. We're gonna enjoy the shit out of this movie. And shout out to you guys, by the way, for being here on this panel. Thanks, Sil, for coming through, and thanks, Necron, for joining. Bro. For me and Sky, me and Sky, we're gonna cook tonight regardless. So I appreciate you guys for coming through.
It's like some BVS vibes, man. Like just the hype I was feeling back in. It's like that's what I'm getting right now with this, man.
And it's not gonna disappoint. That's the best thing. It's like we already know, man. There's no bullshit with this.
Yo, shout out to you, Austin. Thanks for coming through, Brody. I want to move forward with the homie Necron. I want to hashtag let Necron talk, because he about to be on his way out of here. Anyway, we got the homie. First and foremost, thank you for coming through, bro. And then, what's your thoughts on all this, man? The final thoughts, and just where are you at with everything mentally, sir?
All right, dude. Obviously, Zack's movies are always deep, right? They're going to be deep stuff. But another thing, too, that Zack doesn't get credit for, he can appeal to the meat and potatoes consumer. I mean, look at it, dude. Besides all, you're going to get all the deep mythology and all that. This is the meat and potatoes here, dude. Look at those visuals. Explosion, wars, fights. I mean, these lightsabers, let's be honest, they look cooler with the heat fucking resonance than the ones you see on the Star Wars lately. I mean,
way cooler, dude.
Like, dude, I mean, if I'm just some average Joe looking at this, I'm saying, well, this looks a lot better than, than Rise of Skywalker,
Real talk.
I'm just like, this looks like something.
Hey, leave me out of it, bro. Don't say Skywalker, bro. Don't say Skywalker, bro. You leave me out of that shit, bro. You leave me out of that shit, bro.
Fire and ice. So no, man. So I think a lot of I speaking of meat and potatoes, some of my homies have text me and they're like, "Hey man, have you seen that Rebel Moon trailer?" I'm like, "Bro, really? You're asking me? All right? Do you remember what I talk about all the time?" "Yes, I seen that trailer. It looks good."
Bro,
that looks great. I'm like, "Yeah, dang man, why do you think I'm always talking about Zack Snyder?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's Zack Snyder." And I'm like, "Yeah, duh." Anyway, so it's already starting to do that appeal to people who don't usually, follow these type of things. The whole Zack Snyder backstory and all that. They're just seeing this badass new thing coming out on Netflix, and they're like, "Hey, this looks cool. I'm gonna tell other people about it."
Yeah,
so I like that. And what like Adrian was saying in the chat earlier, he kind of beat me to it. It really is like Heavy Metal magazine come to life.
Words.
Like, and if you also, I'm sure y'all or everyone's seen the old Heavy Metal animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine, Zack I know Zach has probably seen that when he was a teenager and
He
loved
grew
it.
up. Yeah, he grew up.
He said it's one of the inspirations for the movie, like 100%.
So I'm sure too, man. Like, and that shit was great. So that R-rated version, that's gonna be the true, I think, heavy metal version of
axes to the throat and shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be the the true little heavy metal dedicated version of the film too. So, dude, I mean, there's just nothing to me that looks as good as this. I mean, how could you not be a major movie company like WBD, Disney, and all that, and you passed on this? I mean, that just tells me, you know what? You got to fire everyone again because this is the most talked about. Best
he said the
film.
Clown Table 3.0.
Line them up, pink card them, pink slips. I mean, and get them out because
I need you to clock out as soon as possible.
Tomorrow is Friday. That's usually when them pink slips get handed out. So you never know.
Hey, you know what's really wild, Necron? There's probably going to be another panel with a bunch of studio execs all talking about how they passed on Rebel Moon and how dumb that it was. Years later, 100%, right?
Bob
Iger talking about passing over
Zack.
Zack.
Streamers, they will love this engagement. What's about to happen on Netflix? Like Disney Plus will love this engagement.
Oh, would you imagine Disney Plus? I mean, like we talked about earlier, they're trying to ride on the coattails, pushing up Ahsoka, a day.
Yep.
We're like, oh, we got our sci-fi thing. If you want to, if you're hyped about
got
that,
lightsabers.
Watch our Ahsoka. There's lightsabers.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I watched episode 1 of Ahsoka, and I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the lightsabers come out, it didn't hit the same.
Look like toys.
Not after what I just saw, bro. Like it didn't hit the
residue
same, bro.
coming off the blades. That's like wow.
Like, yo, I literally watched the Rebel Moon trailer and then watched Ahsoka afterwards. And when them lights, y'all know I love I got Skywalker in my name. I love Star Wars. That's the first time I ever looked at a lightsaber and was like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
not good.
They don't look that great the way that they did the CGI with the white lightsabers, like Ahsoka's lightsabers. Like to me, it's like they don't give off the resonance. Yeah, exactly. Glow sticks. That's what they look like. That ain't hurt nobody, dude. That ain't hurt nobody.
Because hers are white in the show. But like the first, I mean, it's like a minor spoiler. The first ones that come out in the show are like some orange, the reddish orange ones. Yeah. So it wasn't even the white ones that look like toys. These are like, supposed to be the menacing light. And I'm like, yo, this is not hitting the same. Like after what I saw in that trailer, it just didn't hit the same, And I think that this movie, maybe there's a reason why all these entities seem to be so up in arms. But Necron, thanks for coming through, big dog, man. You always adding so much to the conversation. That's why we hashtag let Necron talk around here. Right?
Thanks for having me. And
yes,
Leon, you're missed tonight. I wish you could be here too, man.
Yeah, the Force Store. He'll be back pretty soon. He was supposed to jump on last night if I didn't have to shut the stream down super early. Yeah, man. Yo, I hit Peely up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I was about to try to hop on. It was about to be lit last night, and all of a sudden I was like, damn. Like, it's but we back here tonight, and it's super late anyway. So here we are. Right.
Yeah, I was listening back because when you have night shifts, now I have to wake up super early in the morning. Like I wake up like an hour after you guys end the stream, so I'll get ready to like my morning. I drive to work. I listen to the stream back, and I wasn't even in my car yet on the way to work. And you're like, yo, I gotta go. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Man, my whole morning's messed up now, bro.
That was a little weird, right? It's like what?
I was like, damn, bro, replay crew is weird. We got no love right now,
crew
dude.
this morning.
He got no love. Yeah,
it's
but
funny.
no. We are definitely gonna be back pretty soon. So Leon will be back. Absolutely. Yo, oh my God, hey, I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
This must be hot, bro.
They named themselves
Right.
a fucking diss.
You
are the fucking HQ of beta.
Straight from the beta center, hot off the desk.
They just like it that way, yo. That's just I'm convinced.
Put the barrel in the
Yo,
oh my God, bro.
yo.
I'm convinced, man, bro.
Hold on. I got a question. Y'all remember when we called him over to the Scooby-Doo game and all of a sudden this was up in arms for 6 months? Off an offhand comment, bro.
Offhand comment, yo, bro.
Offhand comment. That's how much they sting, bro. But anyway,
bro. The president phoning into our chat, bro. Fucking get out of here.
Oh my God.
I'm
going, bro.
Come back under your bridge, dog.
This must be a hot spring, man. That's all. That's the only thing. I'm gonna go on stage and say I'm trash. Like, who does this, bro?
Fucking waste management, dog.
Who does this? I'm trash.
I'm done, Pee-wee. Bro.
Yo, oh my gosh.
Yo.
Man.
Pee-wee wilding, bro. I've
never seen someone try to punch somebody else in the face and then smack themselves, bro. He just fucking boom. I never some cartoon.
This is like some Three Stooges level shit going on right here.
Slap themselves first.
You step on a rake, hit this face, bro. But
everybody,
yo. Lastly but certainly not least, we got the big homie, the Griff champ. You know what I'm saying, right? In the building, right? Seal, what's your final thoughts on all this, man? You know, I'm kind of glad that we got that unexpected visit that just kind of livened things up. But how are you feeling tonight, sir?
Yeah, man.
On the way out of here, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been a good week of grifting. You know, like it's really been a very successful endeavor. Thanks to all the burner accounts and everyone that alerted James Gunn to jump in my mention. So I mean, it's really been a good week overall. But as far as the Rebel Moon thing, obviously it's gonna be amazing, man. The engagement, like all the content that we're gonna do, would just be able to enjoy the films, firstly. So I'm just looking forward to that, to the rollout with that. Coming up tomorrow, doing a special stream on a Still Nation Sports Network with the author of Winning Time, the Lakers documentary show.
So sick.
They are promoting. They're trying to promote the show more. It needs more views. Warner's may not give them a third season. And if you Lakers fans out there, y'all know like this story can't end in the middle of the 80s. Like Showtime went all the way to the 90s, early 90s, till Magic retired. So definitely check that out on the Still Nation Sports Network. More content there on the main channel, Geek Network. We do what we normally do, but we're starting to cover comics and games with Taladia. And shout out to Weird Science. They helped me out with some comic books as well. I am going to start doing some MCU coverage, like general news. So keep an eye on that. Marvelous continues. Next week, Unfiltered Fridays returns with Skywalker. So we're going to do those spaces on X Twitter again next Friday. So it's always gonna be a hot topic, to do that. So that's coming soon. And yeah, like I said, besides that, man, it's like we all over the place. A bunch of different platforms to check out. So stay in my mentions on Twitter. It's amazing. And man, like I said, man, this is exciting stuff, man. Shout out to Sky for doing this stream, man.
Hey, I want to thank all you guys for coming through. Thank you too, Sil. You already know, man. It's always great being able to have you on the platform. You know what I'm saying? It's a great honor, bro. I just want to say, side note, you guys are hilarious. You jumping in these chats. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are hilarious, bro.
Bro,
This
you
is
guys,
tough, bro.
you guys lucky Mama Bear's sleeping right now.
Oh my
dog.
God, right? No, it's funny, man.
It
But
is.
yeah, look,
Can you imagine?
man.
Can you imagine taking the time out of your day to do this type of shit, bro? Oh, I wanted to say, but besides all the dumb shit, the interview that Sil's doing tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You said it so like lightly, so I gotta like restate it and like kind of like this is the creator, the author who made this was a book or a novel? It was a novel,
he wrote a
right?
book and it's based off his book.
And they adapted it into a series on
That's
HBO.
huge,
This is a monumental moment for a channel that has under 100 subscribers right
under
now.
100. Yeah.
Go subscribe to the channel, put your notifications on for that. This guy is hilarious too. The creator of the show is talking about the actors and how things played out and how it sucks because in real life this player got traded. The actor gets traded in the show and then they're gone. And then he talked about some prosthetics that were in the show. So this guy's got a sense of humor. This gentleman, the author. So it's gonna be they're gonna be having a great time tomorrow on this interview. So you said it really like, I'm gonna have this interview with the creator. Nah, dude, this is gonna be a great interview. I think everyone should show up and show out for this interview tomorrow.
It's gonna be big for the sports channel, and it's gonna be more stuff coming. I still got the rest of the blasphemous stream with Skywalker talking about LeBron James, Michael Jordan. So more is coming on. I'm letting that cook up a little bit because Skywalker pissed off everyone that last clip I put out. More of that energy is coming. More stuff with Necron as well. Man, like I said, just really these three gentlemen here, like y'all have all helped launch that channel, and like we're getting good views like off of every series we put out, man. So
that's crazy.
This is feeling good, man. Yeah,
definitely. NFL starting, bro.
The season didn't start yet. That's what's crazy.
I know, right?
It's just getting started, bro. Just getting started. I think there's only 5 more spots left on the fantasy as well, which we'll be talking about on the network too. Yeah.
Hold up. I saw somebody. Wait, did you already do the divisions, Austin?
The division. I'm gonna have to reset it up.
Somebody jumped in my mentions talking about they trying to be lined up with me. I think it was Real Talk Productions. Like, you sure you want this smoke, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're both Kryptonians. Both Kryptonians. Yeah, dog. He's already talking smack. I love it. I love it.
This is great energy, yo.
Shout out
great
to the
energy.
Community. Yeah, dude.
Right. The Jedi Sports Academy will be making a return soon on Seal Nation Sports Network. So look, it's all one umbrella. You know what I'm saying? This is
that
all
logo. That logo by
Necron.
That logo by Necron. That's what it is right there. The Syndicate, dog.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Right.
Get you from all different angles, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So y'all be on the lookout. I'm working on another 4 Horsemen stream, trying to get that set up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all was really messing with that last one. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got a great topic for the next one that the homies can really delve deep into. So be on the lookout for that. Man, we here with Night Shift, man, almost nightly, right? We got cartoons and serial. We got me doing random streams. Austin's doing these racing streams. Necron got Pandora's Box and the Witching Hour, the Bitching Hour, all kind of stuff, right? Like,
I gotta do another one.
We need more,
right?
Let Fraser go crazy on the Bitching Hour,
right? Absolutely. I have another sit down with Skywalker coming pretty soon, where I'm going to be interviewing somebody else that I want to highlight and really get more into them and their history as like a content creator and just get to know more about them as well. So I've locked in the next one for that. So you guys should be on the lookout for that. Man, I'm trying to branch out and do more gaming stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming for you guys, yo. A lot of stuff coming. So just make sure that you guys stay tuned, yo, 100%. Anybody else got anything that they want to add before we get on out of here, homies?
I was gonna say, just continue to support all of the channels too, and the easiest way to do it is to like, subscribe, and to share out.
Yeah,
the post.
correct.
It's free. It literally takes this second out of your day, and you're helping all of us so much just to continue to do more and continue to provide you guys content. And it shows us like, all right, this is what they want. This is what they want more of, and we can do more of those things. We see that, so make sure you're interacting with all of this stuff. With everyone's stuff too. We're never gonna just say like, just go to the syndicate. Nah. If you're a part of Still Nation, if you're a Snyder fan, if you like whatever, engage with those creators because it helps us keep creating.
Exactly.
And if you're watching on replay, just put replay crew in the comments.
Dude, it's huge.
Just
Those comments helps. That tells YouTube like, some engagement.
people are interested.
Right.
Yeah.
After the fact too. It's huge. It's huge.
Yep. It really
Shout out
helps.
to everyone who already does, and shout out to you if you're about to do it right now. Shout out to you.
Most definitely. So from the homies and I, we about to get on up out of here, right? We'll catch you guys next time. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back on here tomorrow. Yes. I will.
Rose tomorrow. I think Rose is still tomorrow. Mikey's
Friday.
schedule goes all over the place, but
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm doing that sports stream early Friday morning, then should be Rose that night. I may have secured. I will kind of just. I'm gonna tease this, I guess, before we leave here. I may have secured an interview with someone who was in a Zack Snyder's film recently.
Huh?
What?
I may have secured it. We will see. I'm still working on a little some more details with it, but
Okay.
we doing all kinds of stuff, y'all. That's all. We doing all kinds of stuff.
Stay tuned. Love this channel.
Stay tuned.
Told y'all.
That's great.
Right. We told y'all. Right. This is when everything changed. You know. This is when everything changed, right, bro? That's what I'm trying to tell them, man. They ain't listening, bro. They ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? They ain't listening, bro. They don't know about that.
It was like, where y'all at? We in the middle of the 4 year here. Like, what's up?
Right here.
Literally in the middle, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We here in person, you know.
Ain't no Twitter warriors here, bro. We here.
All I got was love, man. I was surprised. I was like, man, like of all the haters, I was like, it was like nothing but love in person, bro. I'm like,
right.
The internet's not real, huh?
Everybody spoke to me show love, bro. Everybody spoke to me show love.
Real. Damn, we were right all along.
Look, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.